Hi, my name's Ingersoll. I'm a C6 quadriplegic. I broke my neck in 2010 in a shallow water diving accident at 27 years old, leaving me paralyzed from the chest down and with my hands paralyzed and partially my upper body paralyzed. I spent the first several years after my injury dealing with a lot of medical complications, and the one important thing to me in life was to get back to swimming. Swimming is super important for my mental and physical health. I found an incredible swim instructor in Miami a year after my accident, and she helped me get back in the pool and taught me how to swim. I have 3 different strokes that I do for exercise. I have a log roll for safety, and I also have a position where I can tread water upright and hang out and not have to have help for somebody to hold me up in the water. The first is what I call the frog breaststroke. It looks a little silly, but I put my face in the water and I bring my arms forwards and backwards for about 3 to 4 strokes while holding my breath. On the last breath, I push down with my shoulders and forearms to pop my head up in the air, kind of like a turtle, to get a breath before going back to holding my breath for several more strokes. The key, which my swimming instructor taught me, is to constantly blow bubbles out of my nose while doing the underwater strokes. She told me this allows for better exercise of the lungs, because when you're paralyzed from the chest down, you get a lot of fluid accumulating in your lungs, and blowing the bubbles helps to release some of the fluids from your lungs while preventing pneumonia and other respiratory infections, which, if you have a spinal cord injury, we're all too familiar with. The second stroke is the upright breaststroke. I balance upright by moving my arms backwards and forwards and making little circles. I then push my arms forward against the water, creating some resistance and propelling me backwards. It's literally like an upright backstroke. I gently bring my arms backwards behind me and push my arms forward again. This gives me momentum. It takes a few minutes to get across the pool, but I get there. The third is the backstroke, a classic backstroke. Once I am on my back, I bring one arm behind my head, followed by the other, and push my arm forward to propel me backwards for the backstroke. It pretty much looks like an able-bodied backstroke. The fourth position is called the log roll. When you're face down in the water, it can be really intimidating and cause panic. I know I do. I get panicked sometimes. When I'm doing the frog breaststroke, sometimes I'm unable to pop my head up and down because I simply don't have enough strength in my body. If this happens, my swimming instructor taught me something called the log roll, where I can turn myself on my back to take a breath. For the log roll, I use my stronger arm, which is my right arm. I push my right arm under my bum and across my body for momentum, which rolls me over. This is my safety position. The last position is, I don't really have a cool name for it, but it's literally moving from a horizontal position to an upright position so I can tread water. This position can be a little bit tricky though. Many folks who are paralyzed are very buoyant. When you're floating on your back, it can be hard to move upright in the upright position. So I take both my arms and I put my wrists under my butt and I push down. While I'm pushing down, it causes my legs to sink to the bottom of the pool. While I'm doing this, my body gets submerged underwater. Make sure to hold your breath. Once I'm underwater, I start making little circles with my arms backwards and forwards, or in little circular motions, while pushing my head backwards and forwards. The trick to treading water in this upright position is balance. Constantly creating little circles with your arms while gently moving your body backwards and forwards. This is a great position because when you're hanging out with friends in a pool you can be upright and treading water on your own without their help. I hope you enjoyed my swimming video and some of the strokes I've learned. Everyone has different techniques, and these are some of mine. I strongly encourage anyone in wheelchairs to get in the water. It's such an incredible feeling, and I'll do anything I can to help promote the aquatic lifestyle to get back to becoming a fish as I was born to be. Please feel free to reach out to me and check out my blog, quirkyquad.com, and stay tuned for more.